Is this where you want to sit, Rose? Right here? So everyone can see you? That was a big yawn. Hey guys, and welcome back to About Coffee, where we talk about all different things to do with coffee. Don't we, Riley? Yes, we do. And today we're going to be talking through a Kalita Wave recipe, which I'm really excited to share with you. I want to run you through this recipe really quickly, so let's put 2 minutes on the clock and let's get through this recipe. So first of all, you're going to need 14 grams of coffee, and you're going to want to grind that to a medium coarseness. Once you've got your coffee, get your filter paper, put it into your Kalita Wave, and don't forget to wet your filter paper. Making sure that you wet your filter paper is very, very important before you start making your coffee, because otherwise you're going to end up with a really papery taste on your coffee. So now that we've wet our filter paper and we've got our coffee to go, bung that coffee into your Kalita Wave and we are ready for the bloom. Now, what is a bloom? Well, a bloom is just where it releases lots of gases within the coffee because you've just freshly ground it. So we're going to release all those gases with this bloom, and what we're going to do is pour 40 grams of water over the top of our ground coffee. Now we want to finish that pour within about 15 seconds, so make sure you have a timer on you as you are going to be timing this brew. So when it's hit 15 seconds, you've got your 40 grams in, give your Kalita Wave a little bit of a swirl. Now what that's going to do is saturate your coffee, which is a really good thing to do, and it helps that bloom. Now the total time for this bloom is going to be 30 seconds. Once that 30 seconds has ended, we're going to start our second pour. We're going to add water to 150 grams. So that's adding on 110 grams from what we already have. Now we want that pour to be finished within 1 minute and 10 seconds. And then we're moving on to our second pour. Now, something you need to be really careful with your pouring is making sure that you keep really good, small concentric circles at a really steady pace when you're pouring. You don't want to be just pouring everything in one hit, in one center spot, otherwise it's going to drain through the same spot. You want to keep a nice concentric circle going on throughout this pour. So now that the timer has hit 1 minute 10, we are ready to move on to our second pour. And what we're going to do is add another 100 grams of water, which is going to bring us to a total of 250 grams of water. Again, keeping nice concentric circles as we do this pour, keeping it very steady. And a gooseneck kettle will help you achieve this. So if you don't have a gooseneck kettle, it might be something worth considering. And that's all the real work that needs to be done with this recipe. Now we're just going to let our coffee be extracted and drip through. And the overall total brew time for this recipe is 3 minutes. So there we have it. Let's stop the clock. Idiot. And we are all done. Riley, do you want to come in for the recap of the recipe? Why don't you sit here? You tell them the recap of the recipe. Oh. No? Okay, you just want your belly rubbed. So the recap of the recipe, guys, that is 14 grams of coffee, then 40 grams for our bloom, making sure that we swirl our Kalita at 15 seconds. Then at 30 seconds, we're gonna add, don't mind me, I'm just recapping. At 30 seconds, we're gonna add another 110 grams to reach it to 150 grams of water. And then at 1 minute 10, we're gonna add our last 100 grams of water, totaling 250 grams of water added in this recipe. So there we have it, guys, the conclusion of that recipe. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as we've got loads of different recipes coming to this channel. So if you've just got a Kalita Wave, an AeroPress, a V60, a Chemex, we're gonna be doing loads of different recipes for those different brewing methods. So it's a great place to be involved. If you've given this recipe a go, I would love to hear, so let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next episode of About Coffee.